Hello there guys, Tombo Combo here, and in this video we're going to be doing a squad building challenge video on how to complete all of the squad building challenges. So I've seen on Twitter over the last couple of days that people have been struggling to complete some. So in this video we're going to be going over how to complete the hybrid leagues, the hybrid nations, and the league and nations hybrid groups of squad building challenges. So the first squad building challenge that we're going to go over is the hybrid leagues, and specifically the quad one. But first, let's have a look at what is in the hybrid league. So you've got 4 challenges. You've got quad, 6s, crazy 8s, and 10 league, which we'll go into in a bit. And the group reward for this hybrid, well, the squad building challenge group, is a 45k prime pack, which gives you 6 players that are rare and another 6 that are not rare, which is quite a good reward, to be honest. So yeah, let's get straight over to the squad building challenge. So the quad squad building challenge, the reward is a 25k player pack, which is 12 players, 3 rares. You should be expecting to complete this in around 8 or 12k, in my opinion. And the requirements to complete this is that you need 4 leagues, max 4 players from the same league, so you can only have 4 Barclays Premier League players, that sort of stuff. A team rating of over 77 or over, and you need 5 rare players in the squad, which bumps up the price a little bit, and the minimum team chemistry of 70. So this is quite an easy one. Normally for this one I just pick a nation. So you've got a team on the screen, but normally I'd just pick a nation. So for all of these league ones, I'd go with a Brazilian nationality, because everyone Brazilians across every single good league, so they're quite easy to do. Or Spanish, Italian, French players, that sort of stuff, they're quite easy to do. So if you just stick to one nationality, then you should be able to do this team in about 8k, 9k, that sort of stuff. So next one is the 6s squad building challenge. The reward is the same as the last one, 25k player pack. Average cost is also the same, around 8k. And you actually see that throughout the squad builder, or the challenges for the hybrid leagues, is that the cost will be around the same sort of price, because you're basically just using the same nationality. So on this one, you need exactly 6 different leagues, max 2 from the same league, minimum 79 team rating, and 80 team chemistry. So the team on the screen for the last one as well, they're just examples, but some of them, if you want to use them, or if you don't know how to build a team that fits the requirement, then you can always use these teams. Some of them are quite cheap. So that one for the last one, the quad squad building, that one's cheap. This one on the screen right now is also quite cheap, except from Alberto Moreno. I think he's a little bit more expensive, but that would be the team that I'd go for. That sort of look of the team, that works quite well. So then the next one is the Crazy 8 squad building challenge, and that reward is 2 rare players. So you get a 2 rare player pack and 2k coins. Now it doesn't sound like it's that great, but the 2 rare players, I've got a friend who got Jamie Vardy in his pack. I've got another friend who got Coquelin and Kurt Zuma. So the Crazy 8 squad building challenge, even though it doesn't seem like the rewards are that great, are actually okay. This one is a little bit harder than the last ones. Obviously, as you get through the group, it's going to get harder. And the average cost is around 8 to 12k again. And the requirements is 8 players from a different league, or from different leagues, sorry. Max 3 players from the same league. Minimum team rating 68. Minimum rare players is 8, and max or min team chemistry is 88. Now for this one, do not use the team that I've got on there. It's just an example. Again, use the Brazilian league. I feel like that's the easiest. Well, Brazilian nationality, that is the easiest one. But for it, I would say buy a lot of silvers and some golds, just to bump up the team rating a little bit. Make it as cheap as possible. The rare players should be silver, in my opinion, because they're a little bit cheaper than the gold rare players. So yeah, that would be my suggestion for that one. Now 10 league squad building challenge. Reward is a 25k player pack again, which is good. That's a player pack which is 3 rares. This team should cost you around 6 to 9k. It's not that hard. Again, it's just exactly 10 leagues, and then max 2 from the same league, exactly gold players, and you need 100 chemistry. So with this one's not hard if you've got the game, but if you haven't got the game, then you need to rely on having a player in your club that's gold and a player that is like a good nationality. So Brazilian, Spanish, French are quite good, because if you don't, then I think it's impossible for you to do it so far, like on the companion app, if you don't have an Xbox or don't have the game, because the 100 chemistry can only be achieved if you've got a manager, which you can't have a manager in these squad building challenges, or if the player has a loyalty bonus, which means that you've either played 10 games with that player or you've packed them. So if you've packed the player, then you can stick him in there and build a squad around him on the companion app, and that will allow you to complete the squad building challenge. But if not, then you'll have to wait until the game's launched and play games with them. So let's move on. So that's the hybrid leagues done. Overall, I've completed that one, and I think that it's quite good. I've made around 9 or 10k profit from doing all of them, because of obviously the packs that you get. So the next one is the hybrid nations. You've got 4 challenges in that. You've got the 5 nations, 7 nations, to the 9s, and starting 11, which we'll get into shortly. And the group reward is a 25k players pack, which again is the 12 players, 3 rares, and 5k coins, which is a good reward again. So first challenge is the 5 nations squad building challenge. The reward for this is the silver players pack, so don't expect to get your coins back on this one. The average team cost is around 5 to 7k. Now the hybrid nations, I think, is the easiest one to complete, just because you can just build them all in the same league. So I choose to go with the Premier League most of the time, but leagues like the Spanish league is quite good for it as well, and it's cheap. So if you've got, I'll go into it shortly, but for this one, you need 5 nations in that squad, 3 players from the same nation, minimum of 67, and exactly 5 rare players, and min team chemistry of 80. Now the team on the screen is a good team to build, in my opinion. Maybe switch out some of them for silvers just to lower the team rating a little bit, but if you can't be arsed with silvers, or you've got some of them players in your squad, definitely go for that team, because it's not that expensive and will get the job done. So next one, 7 nations. You get a 15k pack from that, which is 24 items, 7 rares. It'll cost you around 5 to 9k, and you need 7 nations in there, and 3 players can from the same nation is allowed max. Minimum team rating of 78 and minimum team chemistry of 85. Now for this one, I recommend you could use the Barclays Premier League, but for them left wing and right wingers, definitely the Liga BBVA, which is actually now known as the La Liga Santander or something like that. Definitely use that league, because the left mid or left wing and right wings are a lot cheaper than the Premier League. But then yeah, the team on the screen will also get the job done, and it's actually fairly cheap. I think that team will cost you around 6k, so if you can get anything cheaper, then please put it in the comments below, but that team is very good. Next is to the 9s. This will cost you around 7 to 12k, and it's just because you need all goal players, and this one isn't tricky at all. You get a 15k pack, which is again the 24 items and 7 rares, and the requirements are exactly 9 nations, max 2 from the same nation, exactly goal players, and minimum chemistry of 99. So you need everyone in their right positions, but you don't need to play any games or have any loyalty bonus if they're all from the same league. The final one for the hybrid nations is the starting 11 squad building challenge. The reward for this is a 25k players pack, which again is 12 players, 3 rares. This will cost you around 6 to 9k, and it's just 11 nations in the team and exactly goal players and a minimum chemistry of 100. So again, you need a player that you've packed or that you've got the loyalty bonus on, which is 10 games played with them. But if you don't have that, then you're going to have to wait until the game launches on the 27th for Americans and the 29th for UK people. to do that challenge, but it's fairly easy. Again, just build a team from the Barclays Premier League or from the La Liga Santander or the Calcio A, something like that. So that one is fairly simple. Now moving on to the last one, and probably the biggest squad building challenge there is at the moment. You got 4 challenges, and this is the League and Nations hybrid. The challenges are not easy, medium, hard and ultimate. Hard and ultimate are very hard, but I saw someone on Twitter put a team up, which is cheap, so I've used it in this video, but I can't remember the guy's name, or otherwise I would give him some sort of credit. So thank you to whoever put these teams up. If you did put them up and you're watching the video, then please leave a comment and I'll thank you. But yeah, for this you got the 4 challenges I've already named, and the group reward is a rare gold kit, which if you care about your club and you're a collector and you like everything in the game that you can that's special, then this is good for you. And you can also get 10k coins from this, plus the packs that you get from completing the little squad building challenges. So the first one is the not easy squad building challenge. The reward for this is a gold players pack, which is 12 players, 1 rare and 1.5k coins. The average team cost for this is around 10 to 15k. Now don't use the team on the screen because it's a little bit expensive. Remy costs quite a lot, but everyone else is okay in that team. But you get the basis. You just use 2 leagues. I'd recommend the Bundesliga because you get quite a lot of perfect links in that league, because there's so many Germans in there. But yeah, with this one you need 3 nations, 2 leagues, 77 minimum team rating, 4 max 4 from the same nation, minimum team chemistry of 100, and max 6 from the same league. Again, with this one you need to have packed one of the players or have the loyalty bonus with them, or otherwise you will not be able to complete it until the game comes out. Moving on to the next one. Now I think that's actually for all of these all have 100 chems, so I don't think you can complete them on the companion app if you don't, or you haven't packed the players that you need. So the next one is the medium squad building challenge. You get a 25k player pack, which is the 12 players, 3 rares. Team cost is around 10 to 15k. You need 5 nations, 3 leagues, minimum team rating of 77, max 3 same nation, or max 3 players with the same nation, minimum team chemistry of 100, and max 4 from the same league. Now the team on the screen, I don't think it will cost that much, especially if you're building it on day 1 or 2 of the release. It will not cost a lot. Probably the most expensive player there is Ander Herrera, and he'll probably go for a couple of k at the start of FIFA, so not that expensive. And for a 25k player pack you can't really go wrong if you want to build that team. So that's how you do it. The next one is the hard squad building challenge, and thank you to the person on Twitter for putting this up, because I would have had no idea how to do this otherwise. So the rewards are a 25k rare gold pack, so that's 12 items, all rare, all gold, and 4,000 coins. The average team cost for this, which will be around 12 to 18k. I think that the team on the screen is a little bit cheaper than that, so definitely copy this if you're going to be doing this challenge. And the requirements are exactly 6 nations, exactly 6 leagues, minimum team rating of 80, max 2 players from the same nation, minimum team chemistry of 89, and max 2 players from the same league. So this one you need the perfect link. So as you can see on the screen, every player has a perfect link except from Demirel, the goalkeeper, the Danish centre back, and the Danish left back. They're the only players that don't have a perfect link going into them. The rest do. So that team I would definitely recommend to build because it's that cheap and it's that good. So definitely go and pick that team up. Next, and probably the biggest one, is the Ultimate Squad Building Challenge. The reward for this is a 50k pack, which is 12 rare players. Incredible reward, to be honest, and obviously then you get the group reward from doing this one. The average team cost for this is around 15 to 25k, and the requirements are exactly 9 nations, exactly 7 leagues, minimum team rating of an 82, and minimum team chemistry of a 92. Now if you see the team on the screen, I would personally recommend this team. The only players that are going to be really expensive in this team is Walcott and Aurier, I think. But if you can see on the team on the screen, the chemistry is 91, and that's because you can't change Coquelin's position to a centre mid in concept squads, or otherwise that would be 92. So that team on the screen is definitely the team that you want to be picking up, and again, thanks to the person on Twitter for putting that on there. So if you guys did learn anything from this squad building challenge video, then please leave a like, comment, share and subscribe. It'd really help me out. And if you are struggling with any of the squad building challenges, or you want a cheaper team, then please leave it in the description or the comments section, and I will try and do my best to make another video of how to do that in the cheapest way, shape or form. But please subscribe if you want to see the next squad building challenge video, which will be out in around a month when these reset, because they do expire. So you want to be completing these within the first 2 weeks of FIFA, otherwise you will not have the opportunity to complete them again. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Hello there guys, Combo here, and in this video I'm going to be telling you a quick way to make some coins on FIFA, and it's actually using the companion app. So if you go on the App Store or the Android Store, I don't know what it's actually called, Google Store or something like that,